DIY with Chris, giving you the tools to do it yourself.
All right, so we have the tool. The first thing you need to do is just find on your particular vehicle, and there was a diagram, there's a site that you can go to that kind of tells you where your actual plug-in is, but on your vehicle, find your port to plug into. Ours is right there, so I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. It's going to start up. That's what's going to provide it power. So what you want to do in order for it to get the actual diagnostics is put your car in the accessory position, so don't turn it on, but do put it on the accessory position. From there, it'll auto link and it'll start reading your actual control modules. To give you your information. This option here is just for looking and seeing what codes have been stored in the car before, so you can pull them up. There is another version which is the live data, and I'll show you that here in just a little bit. So the first thing that comes up is this your vehicle? It is mine, so I'm going to hit yes, which is just the enter button right here in the middle. Alright, so now it's going to show you everything. I got a bunch of green boxes up there. That means that those particular things are good. There is a freeze frame available for this particular error, the code, which is P0776. Pressure control solenoid valve 2 stuck off. So I can use this bottom arrow and scroll down. When I scroll down, it now goes into the freeze frame info, so I can scroll through all of this stuff and look line by line on some different actual statistical data. Now this data that is showing up right here is from the time of the incident of when the code was logged. And then there's 2 of 2, so this is the second code, which is P0700, so it tells you how many codes are stored. So I'm now on 2 of 2. There is no freeze frame data for this one. This code just says that the transmission control module sent a code up to the engine control module and said, hey, light up the check engine light on the dash. So again, if I hit down, it'll go back up to the first code, 1 of 2, and you can scroll through that data again. You can go through and look at the live data if you turn on your vehicle. So we'll go ahead and turn it on at this time. Now in order to switch it over to live data, you just hit the LD button right here. Alright, so now it's pulled up the info, it's synced, and so it is showing me right now the actual live data. You'll see the numbers are actually changing right now. So this is just showing you what's actually happening as it's running at this moment. So that'll kind of help you try and figure things out too if you're looking for something in particular as to what you're trying to diagnose or trying to resolve. I'll just give you some other info that is good to have also. So if you hit LD again, it'll take you through some different options and whatnot. So you do have more features on this. However, those are the most basic ones that are kind of most important and probably why most people would get this. So it does give you your diagnostic data that was stored, and then you can also get your live data. Just by plugging in. It's really simple to use. You can also go to the Innova.com. So when you plug this in, there is this little port down here at the bottom. You plug that into, it comes with a cable too. Plug that into your computer and it'll register this device. And then once you register the device, it'll have its own little application that pops up. And it'll give you more info on the codes that showed up, and you can associate those codes with your particular vehicle by putting in your VIN, year, make, model, and everything else. Okay, so this is the support website I was telling you about. It's at Innova.com, and so it has some interesting stuff that can really help us out with the tool. So just starting here at the summary report, It kind of goes over some stuff. It has the different stuff that I've plugged in, like the mileage, report number, date of the report that it was actually captured. And then it goes over some of the other details that was pulled when we pulled the system info on it. And then up here you'll see it goes over the fix summary and the total cost of repair estimate. So that's just kind of a snapshot of a bunch of different stuff. If I come over to the verified fixes tab and click that, so this is saying with the code that was pulled up, the only verified fix there is for the code that has been logged so far is to replace the entire transmission assembly. So then it kind of gives you a breakdown of costs too. So it has the cost of the actual transmission itself is $2,694.65, and then labor from a dealership $1,434.82 estimate, and then kind of your total over on the side, and then the DIY cost if I just buy the transmission and do the whole thing myself. And it also has a link right here for AutoZone to buy the parts. Then you just have to go through and search them. I go over to the next tab, and this is the diagnostic data. So it tells me exactly, again, it lists the code that we had, P0776, clutch pressure control solenoid stuck off, indicates so on and so forth, conditions, possible causes, technical service bulletins, stored codes that were on here, parameters. This is the freeze frame stuff. The monitor status. So it has a lot of really good info. Nice thing about this too is if I go to my garage and my vehicles, so I have a couple different vehicles that are actually logged in here. I have my truck, the Terrain, and the my motorcycle. And so if I've lost the screen, then all I got to do is click on my particular vehicle, come down to diagnostic reports, and then that's what's going to pull up the screen that we were just looking at. All I got to do is click this one link under the diagnostic reports, and that's where we were just at. Now, if I go over to maintenance right here, then it'll actually tell us, kind of what the level of difficulty is of it, the DIY cost of the part itself, the shop cost, regularly scheduled maintenance over, like this says, the next service that I should be doing is at 75,000 miles, according to how many miles I put in there as my current miles on the vehicle. So it gives me that list of the next stuff that I should be doing or have done on the vehicle. So it is a super helpful DIY tool for your vehicle and kind of lets you get ahead of stuff. There's also a really nice tab on here that is predicted repairs, and so these are some things that have went wrong on other vehicles of this type, and so it's just kind of giving a heads up of stuff that has went wrong, and gives you all the same info, again, level of difficulty, the approximate costs on everything, and then kind of just lets you, based upon mileage provided, we compiled the most common failures known to set this vehicle's check engine light in the next 12 months. So it's just really good info. Really like this. It's been a really good product so far. I've enjoyed the use and especially the helpfulness that's been on this website and the support that comes with the tool. So it is a pretty simple tool to use, very easy to use, and the support that is on here is just fantastic. So really good to have. I have a link for this down below, so just make sure you check it out. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. Other than that, have a great day.